Is up guys, Vito here, back at it again with another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kodak's E100. Very first time using E100, dealing with 120 film, and the model we will be shooting with today is Vanessa. Once we get back from actually shooting on this specific film stock, I will be talking more in depth about, my overall experience dealing with this film. So yeah, let's just get started. All right. All right, that's perfect. Stay like that. Actually, look over there. Yeah. That. Yeah, that's fire. Stay like that. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just getting the shoes. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. See this wooden drone right there? Yeah, I want to do something like 2. Yeah. All right. So you're just gonna stand like against this door here? Yeah, that's fine. It's perfect. Stay like that. Put your head up just a little bit. Yeah. It's fire. Stay like that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Welcome back, guys. As I always like to say, just thank you guys so much for just coming on here and just tuning into this video. Secondly, yes, I see the photos are blue. Some people might say they don't like it. Others, such as myself, enjoyed the photos that was produced dealing with that certain film stock. Now, you can get, well-balanced colored photos dealing with this certain film stock, but I wasn't at all following the exact film speed that dealt with E100. So I got that as the result, but once again, it was my fault, and I enjoyed the photos. When I went to post, I did not at all change the color of the blue. I didn't try to make it warm. I did minimal things, but yeah, dealing with the tint of the photos, I didn't at all change the blue. And yeah, once again, shout out to Prism Lens Effects for the dream look. And yeah, for those of you who do not know, there are a lot of people who are watching this video that actually do know, but this information is for people who don't actually know. But 100 stands for ISO 100. So dealing with this certain film stock, I'd highly recommend you shoot this film stock when it's hella bright out. Basically it's a daylight type of film stock. If you basically use this film stock at night, the results aren't going to be too great. And also, especially when the sun is not too high up in the sky, or especially when it's very cloudy out, I would recommend you stay in the 400 to 800 ISO range dealing with any type of film stock. But dealing with any type of ISO 100 film stock, use those type of film stocks when the sun is high up in the sky, but especially if it's on cloudy days, or if the sun is getting lower and lower, and especially if it's like around like golden hour, you would want to definitely stay in the 400 to 800 ISO range, So that's something to keep in mind, and I thought I should share it for people who are fairly new dealing with selecting certain film stocks. So furthermore, dealing with this daylight film stock, now I'll tell you a little story on my very first time actually getting the negatives back. I got the negatives back and there were actually color on them. So if you guys don't know, also when you get negatives back, usually they don't have color on them, and the basically everything's reversed. So you basically have to put that certain negative in the scanner to basically get color. But dealing with this certain film stock, I got the negatives back and there was actually color on them. I did my research and found out, this is actually slide film. Slide film is basically the opposite of negative film, and basically slide film basically produces a positive image on a transparent basis. So yeah, that's another thing that I just looked and I was just amazed, because honestly I thought they actually did something maybe by mistake dealing with this Kodak E100, but in fact it's just that it's a different type of film. Just a little history on Ektachrome. It did actually get discontinued in 2013, but around 2018 they actually made newly formatted Ektachrome dealing with a 35mm, and then sometime in 2019 at around December December of 2019 they actually brought out 120 film dealing with Ektachrome 100. So in my head I'm just thinking Pro 400H might make a comeback. Like, that's why I even brought this little history thing up. Maybe they might bring Pro 400H back. Do I like this film stock? Yes and no. Yes, because I love the images that were shot that I got back dealing with this certain film stock, but I am not the person who actually shoots at an ISO of 100 at all times. I usually like to actually just stay around 400. For the most part, I am sticking with 400 ISO, and I know the time of days I just need to go out and I could be able to use 400 ISO film and not have any type of trouble with it. So I mean, for the most part, I am shooting on 400 ISO. So that's why I said no, and then that's why I said yes again, because I love the images. But no, I don't necessarily shoot at all times at ISO 100. It's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive to actually buy such a film and to get it developed. Usually dealing with all the other film that I have, it usually takes about like a day or two to actually get back, but I actually had to wait quite some time dealing with this specific film. So I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm not complaining at all. The images came out beautifully, so not complaining. But I mean, that's what I get for still not being able to actually develop film on my own. I just scan. So in the near future, you will see me actually start developing on my own. But for the time being, I'm sending as many as possible, dealing with the film that I have not yet developed to the film lab. Shout out to Unique Photos too also. This film is enjoyable to use. I would recommend it to people who actually just love to go out early, not even early, just when the sun is high up in the sky. Definitely recommend this film stock to you. But if you are the type of person who actually like to go out when the sun is not very low, but when the sun is not actually high up in the sky, this film stock may not be for you. I usually like to shoot around golden hour times. That's like on a consistent basis, that's like what I usually like to shoot. So that's why I shoot at 400 ISO. So 400 film is always my go-to, but I do like to experiment dealing with, some other film. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to talk a little bit about, well, I talked a lot, I talked a lot about E100 today. And yeah, I hope this video was very informative for you guys. Please, if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me. Make sure you like this video, and also make sure you just tell a friend that loves film or just love photography in general. This is Vito signing off. I'm gonna catch you guys later.